At the beginning of this course, we created a folder named Domain Users so that domain users would have a place to store their personal files on Server 1. By default, users will be able to save files to this folder as long as it has physical space available for storing files. In other words, there is no predefined quota of how much physical space each domain user can use from this shared folder. However, we can limit the space that can be used. For example, we can create a 150 megabyte limit of storage for each user. Let's do a hands-on test. First, we're going to install the File Server Resource Manager on Server 1. So, in the Server Manager window, click Add Role and Feature. Go to the Select Server Role step. Click File Storage Services. Click on File and ISCSI Services. Select File Server Resource Manager. Click on Add Features. Click Next. We're not going to install any additional features, so click Next and click Install. Okay, now let's create the usage quota for each user in the Domain Users folder. Click Tools and select File Server Resource Manager. Click on Quota Management. Initially, we're going to create a quota template that will be applied to the Domain Users folder. So click on Quota Templates. Notice that there are already some predefined quota templates. We're going to create our own template, so click on Create Quota Template. In template name, type 150 MB limit. In limit, type 150. We can see that there are two template options, hard and soft. By selecting hard, users won't be able to store more than 150 megabytes and will be prohibited from storing more files if the quota is exceeded. By selecting soft, the network administrator will receive an over quota warning, a log will be created, but the user will not be prohibited from storing new files. So click OK to create the template. Click on Quotas. Click Create Quota. In Quota Path, select the path of the C:\\Domain Users folder. Select Auto Apply Template and create quotas on existing and new subfolders. This way, we'll apply the quota to all domain users. Remember that each user has a subfolder within the Domain Users folder. Select the 150 megabyte limit template. And now let's test it. Log into one of the domain machines and access the shared folder. So we don't have to create multiple files to test the quota. Let's use PowerShell to create a file of the desired size. Open PowerShell. Enter the command fsutil space file space create new space file1.test space 100000000. That's 8 zeros. The fsutil command will create a file named file1.test, and notice that its size has been named in bytes. So this file will be 100 megabytes in size. We can see that when attempting to copy the file, the quota limit will prohibit the creation of the new file. Also notice that in File Source Manager, we can see the usage of each quota applied to users.